Hi, Mr. Iglesia. Please kindly state your full name and your sport event.
My name is Gerard Iglesia and my event is football.
Question number 1. What motivates you as an athlete to train and compete, intrinsically and extrinsically?
Intrinsically, I involve myself with this because football is what I love. I do love sports and I believe that I can be in a team contributing my talent and skills toward achieving the team goal. And extrinsically, I train and compete because I want to spend my time into something valuable that will develop myself and will do something good with my physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
So, number 2 is what reinforcement does your coach give you during training and after competition?
My coach serves as my mentor as well, where he equipped me with the skills and I needed to be a better athlete. With technicalities, he ensures that we comprehend and abide by the rules of the game and never da- dare to cheat or do unnecessary practices during the game. He nurtures us with ethical practices on what it takes to be an athlete. He ensures that we develop teamwork and that competition within the team. And lastly, after competition, he never forget to remind us that it's not about the results, it's all about how you feel the game. And we have learned that we should be always grateful for such having a good game and every game makes us better athletes.
Number 3 is how does punishment affect an athlete?
Punishment do not only serves as a consequences of having unnecessary behaviors during the game, but most importantly, it motivates an athlete to be better and to do his best always. Do it's not that but to commit mistakes in the game, but athletes should indeed learn from mistakes and it will demand a better version of ourselves. So punishment really affects an athlete for it serves to be one of the reasons for an athlete to do better and we should look on its positive impact toward playing the game.
Okay, number 4 is what do you think is the effects of competition and cooperation in performance?
Competition doesn't mean you have to be the powerful among all. Being competitive is a good motivator for athletes to pursue and strive for more, and because of that motivation, you always exert your utmost efforts even before the game, during training. But competitiveness should also come with cooperation, which is essential to a team. Athletes should always remember that to enable to achieve one goal, everybody cooperation should be involved, and we should let arrogancy reigns within us, but rather cooperates with the team for a better performance on the game.
Number 5 is what level of ourselves is an athlete going into competition, more or less?
For me, the level arousal that athlete goes into competition should be more because a high level of arousal somewhat excites an athletes and it will show how interested and dedicated an athlete is. Most importantly, this will give enjoyment for an athletes before, during, and after the game.
Number 6 is in every competition, there will always be a winner and a loser. How do you accept defeat?
Of course, there will be always a winner and loser. Defeat doesn't define what kind of athletes and team we have. It's just an indicator that we should need more practice or improvement with our performance. Defeat may means we fail, but doesn't mean we are failure. Because I believe that every defeat will teach us to be better and will demand a more competitive team for future games that we will be joining. And lastly, defeat is a chance for us to improve and not to lose hope.
Number 7 is, how does an athlete manage one's stress before, during, and after the competition?
Having the right skills, techniques, and talent and other technicalities that an athlete possesses are not enough to win a game. Emotional state of an athlete should be full, and it plays a big role toward one's performance. Stress is already part of our daily lives, or in a game for an athlete. We may experience too much tiredness and fatigue during training difficulties and dealing with other athletes' personality and behavior during game, or disappointments after defeat. But we should always remember that this is all part of an athlete journey, and handling stress is a big deal because stress will affect our performance not just in game but the kind of person we are.
Number 8 is, as an athlete, how do you see competition? Is it good or bad?
Competition is good, but competing with personal intentions and to look like you're the only one who's deserving and great is what makes it bad. Competition, as I've said, is a good motivator for athletes, but we should forget to adhere with the values and ethics of the game.
Okay, next is number 9 is, what ways would you suggest to enhance cooperation?
I suggest that athletes should have a good personal relationship with each other, not just during the game but also outside. If athletes have a good bonding, camaraderie, and a tight friendship, for instance, this will have a big impact towards athletes' performance and cooperation.
Last is, in this time of pandemic, how do you keep yourself holistically ready for competition?
Due to the current situation we have today, which is pandemic, and we are already dealing with a new normal, which means less social gathering and activities. I keep myself holistically ready for competition by keeping focused and optimistic all the time. All the time. Since we have no training as of now because of the pandemic, I'll do self-training at home to at least maintain my skills in football. More than that, I also watch football game online to somehow give me a knowledge about the sports I am in and develop my skills. Lastly, I always keep in touch and love everything I do about the sports I'm dealing with.
That's all. Thank you, Mr. Glancia, for answering the question, and stay safe, and thank you for the time. God bless.